Welcome to Naked Heart Revolution, a micro podcast for couples ready to deepen intimacy, spark sensual connection, and rediscover playful confidence in themselves and their love relationship. Hosted by Jenny Bingham.
So tell me, what is some of the things that you enjoy doing that you see people's face light up after you help them out?
I think that there are two areas that I seem to bring delight to people. Um, One is through event decorating, and I'm talking about whether it's birthday party, whether it's a wedding, whether it's um, you know, like a repast or some kind of special function, celebration of the nation or anything.
What is
Uh,
that, a repass? A celebration of
so a repast is kind of like the reception that happens after a funeral.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
because I've heard of it, celebration of life.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, repass.
Yeah. The celebration of the life happens after the person is dead, usually speaking, and the person has lived for this long, and they're recapping the significance of that person in other people's lives, whether it's family or friends or your community, your workplace. So those are time sensitive in the fact that you don't know when the person is going to die, and so yeah. Sometimes it's like 2 weeks or 3 weeks planning time, right after the death of the person. Like the one for this weekend, it just happened 2 weeks ago.
Ooh.
And
Mhm.
so not a lot of time to plan, but definitely it's a friend and a very significant friend in the sense that they've been a friend of our family for more than 30 years.
Oh,
And um, yeah, it's a way to honor and show much respect for what they have done for us.
definitely. So when it's something like that, are there key things that you request to have in order to make sure the event planning, the event decorating is perfect for the actual individual?
Absolutely. Yeah. So you can base it based on their interests or what they were known for. Take into consideration, their likes, their preferences in terms of color, in terms of type of flower that they like. And also, a lot of people, they're able to, what kind of ambiance they would like in for their repast, for the reception after their celebration of life. So in this case, the one that I'm doing this weekend, there are two significant things. One, the person loved playing dominoes. I'm not sure if you know that game, but they love playing dominoes. And so I will definitely be using dominoes as, accent pieces. Yeah. And also, the person wanted it to be like simple yet exotic. So I can show, I can captivate that by using like tropical plants or pretty much, there's certain foliage that are tropical, and the person was from the Caribbean. So, uh,
Ah,
yeah, I
of
can
course. Okay.
incorporate, yeah, I can incorporate tropical plants to bring about this exotic, yeah, and pretty much when we talk about exotic, people generally think, okay, something tropical. Yeah, I have a birthday party that's coming up in July, and it's similar to a quinceañera, but the individual is older than 15. I think it's her 16th birthday party, you know.
Mhm.
So that's one event where it's months and months in advance.
Now, backing up a second, you mentioned earlier celebration Quinceañera. Now, for the people who don't know, what is that?
Yeah. So that is, I think I would say it's more South American or Spanish. So it's a really big, fancy celebration for a young lady who's turning 15. So that's generally my understanding of quinceanera. And I have a sister-in-law who's married to someone from Argentina, and one of her daughters wanted to have a quinceanera. And so had the opportunity to celebrate and to be a part of a quinceanera, so I know what it is. Yeah, definitely very fancy party, formal wear, almost like a wedding, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
With your description, I've heard, now it jogs my memory, I've heard a little bit about quinceanera where, yes, it's for the daughter. She turns 15 or 16. And then I didn't realize it's such a formal, almost a wedding type of event where it's extremely fancy.
Extremely fancy, like Cinderella style.
Nice,
And
nice.
no one goes to the ball.
So you said earlier, birthday parties. So what about anniversaries? In anniversaries, what about, well, it's birthday parties where they hit the age, like their 40s, the 50, the 60, the big 70. Are those special events as well, or they depends on the people who are asking for your services?
Generally speaking, those are special occasions or events. It generally depends on how the person wants to celebrate the milestone. And yeah, so uh, some people really want to make a big deal of it. Then there are others who want to keep it, just minimal. Yeah. So it really depends on the person's preference. Recently, I was asked to help with a 75th birthday celebration. And although 75 is a significant number, the person wanted it more like not necessarily minimalist, but kind of like in between. So not very elaborate, but not, minimalist, but more middle of the road. So yeah. Then there is one client that I'm consulting with, and they are wanting to have a celebration in March. And it's kind of like a combination of a retirement and the age that they're turning. And they want top of the line. Everything exquisite. Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that is quite intriguing, quite intriguing. So how did they find you? Or is it word of mouth or a special presentation that you did to a group of people?
But most of my businesses come from word of mouth. People see what you can do, and then they
Nice.
affirm it, they recommend it, yeah.
When they see greatness, they want to share the joys with others. So of course it's going to be a word of mouth, very promoted that way. That makes sense. So tell me, how did you get started with all of this? What was the interest, the desire that kind of drew it all together?
Oh, probably my inspiration was one of my aunt. She had just a natural talent for decorating. She was first a cake maker, and then she became a florist. But her the quality of her work was above and beyond normal. And I always was inspired by that. And also, I think, yeah, it's a God-given talent that I have. I usually have this motto, something out of nothing, or just transforming spaces. Yeah, I love to do that. And that goes both ways in terms of the things that I'm interested in. It could be like indoors or outdoors, like transforming a space for whatever the event is. And also, I would think above that is my gardening ability.
Nice.
Yeah.
Expand a little bit more about your gardening because as soon as you said that, you started chuckling, you started seeing a little bit more energy. So please explain a little bit more.
Yeah, I think that I'm so obsessed with gardening that I could be outside 24/7.
So if somebody had a special event and they wanted to have certain type of plants or certain type of look, would you be willing or able to put that together? Or is that just something you would give them guidance on if they asked you?
Think both can do it, and I also can give recommendation. I'm actually currently studying a course with Stratford Career Institute, gardening and landscaping. So it's not just wanting to have a knack for it. I want to be able to have the certification. And I actually was interested in doing the horticultural program at Algonquin, but they got rid of it. So
Mm,
this is just my next best step. Yeah.
nice. So
Yeah.
is that something that you're looking to incorporate sooner or later or just on demand with your event decor?
Eventually, I want to expand it. But for several years now, I have been actually doing gardening for people. So I do it as a job, like a side job. And yeah, I would like to expand it more where I can offer more services in terms of landscaping, not just, cleaning, planting, or edging or whatever. Just,
Right.
yeah, more elaborate landscaping, I would say.
Nice. Well, that'll be quite interesting, especially if they're having an outdoors event and say, "Okay, I want this." And you said earlier, you could make something out of nothing, or if they don't know what to do, you could give them some ideas and inspiration and thoughts. So it's like, "Okay, I want to fix this, want to fix that." Do you have or have you spoke with some people who says, "I don't know what I want. I just want it to look nice." Have you ever had someone who said that to you and you had to come up with something?
Oh, yes, I've had situations where I had full autonomy what to do.
Oh,
Yes,
sure. Did
yeah, I, yeah, yeah. When it comes to creating things, that is absolutely my joy. Yeah. Whether the person has something in mind or whether they're not sure what they want, I can fill both roles. For example, in a home staging, um, a mother had died, and there were two daughters that were left, to mourn her loss. And the daughters were not interested in doing any of the staging at all.
Okay.
At all. So I had full autonomy on that. And pardon my language, but when I was done, and I'm talking from beginning to end, where you sorted, you discarded or whatever, donated whatever, then, cleaned the place, then you decorate the place or staged it for sale. So when I was done, the real estate agent who was in charge, he said to me, "You did a friggin' fantastic job."
Nice.
He was the one who encouraged me to do the certification in home staging. You know, at that time, I was just going based on pure talent. So after getting that kind of comment, yeah, it's easy for me to study. And so I did get certification.
Well, ever since the pandemic, so many people are learning more things online. They're getting things more distance. And even before that, it's even more popular now and it's useful. And it shows that it's still good quality in multiple areas. So this is excellent where you were just doing your talent, your born natural abilities. And then when the realtor, who sees this all the time because that's his job, selling homes, said you
Yeah.
did a freaking fantastic job, I was like, yeah, there's something gold here. There's some really precious in here.
Also, the thing about staging is that most people think of it as staging for sell your house. But you can also stage your house to be better able to enjoy the space, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that is quite a way to look at this. You know, what comes to mind is, let's say a couple who they have their regular routine daily whichever, and then the space in the house just kind of works basically. But then if you came in and you were able to help them rearrange it or guide them to rearrange it where it's a better living space, feels more
Yeah.
open or clear.
Yeah.
Oh,
Staging is not just for selling a house, it's also for better utilization of the space.
nice. So
Yeah.
you have guided people
Yeah.
on better utilization on their space. And that in itself would probably clear their mind, clear their breathing area when they come in, and after your guidance, they follow what you told them. It's like, oh, this feels really nice in here. I could totally picture that. Okay. Now, one of my other questions for you is how long could it take to stage a home?
So there's so many aspects of staging. And the number one factor is the current condition of the home. If it's an empty house, it can be staged in a day or two. But if it's a house where there's a lot of clutter and you have to sort and organize and remove a lot of the items, it could take a much longer time. And also, I mean, it depends on whether or not we need to paint or whether or not we have to get new furniture or something. It depends pretty much on the current condition of the house or the home. And yeah, I like working with both.
Nice, because that way you get to experience and put into practice your creativity. So when
Yeah,
something's there, nothing's there, when there's a little to work with or a lot to work with.
that's right.
So you seem to give me the thought that you're a person who enjoys challenge, who enjoys diversity, who enjoys, yeah, let's see how I could tweak this, arrange this. Look at that smile. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, something out of nothing.
Excellent, excellent. So we were talking earlier, special occasions, decorations for Christmas, decorating for Valentine's, decorating homes. What about offices? Or what about, I guess those are the two main places, either home or office.
Yeah. Um,
Do you have a preference
so
in one of the two, or do you feel more pulled to help in one or the other?
so with the repast that I'm preparing to help with this weekend and next weekend, um, that's another area. So it's not just offices or homes. I've had more experience with homes and I would say halls, you know, like whether it's a community hall like Walter Baker Center or whether it's a church hall. Yeah, so my expertise is mainly in those areas. If it's a workspace, on my creativity and my vision, I believe that that is something that I can easily do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking when, for example, certain businesses, if they have an event coming or if they have a certain promotion or whatnot, then they could call you say, yes, this is going on because,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Depending on what, whether it's a Black History Month program, whether it's just promotion for some kind of good or service that they're offering, whether they're having a special speaker in, yeah, those
Nice.
are things. Yeah, my floral arranging skills. Yeah, I
Okay.
am. I am a florist, and I'm a graduate of the Canadian Institute of Floral Design. That's in Toronto, yes. And so I make floral arrangement just because. Whether it's birthday, whether it's Valentine's, whether it's Christmas, whether it's, you know, a company having, the year-end parties. Yeah, sometimes you want to make an arrangement as a gift to someone, or to show, sympathy. And the other skill that I have as well is doing custom gift baskets, whether it's with food, whether it's with, whether I would say like your favorite bathroom. Trying to remember the name.
Bathroom products, body bath.
Perfumes, lotions, or hair products, or yeah, I do a lot of custom gift baskets. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
So would that be mainly men or mainly women?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice. Because I'm thinking it's gonna be it's gonna be my anniversary, our anniversary in a few months, and that's probably not something he's received before. And he has everything that he needs, but that'd be a cute little surprise that, well, he does not expect.
Yeah,
Okay.
I, uh, I, I, I really like making custom gift baskets because you get to incorporate the person's preferences, what their likes, and their special treats, things that they enjoy.
So you'd
I think
have to
that's
get
one of the greatest things that I do.
so we would need to give you a checklist of a few things that they like, because if it's a surprise, don't want them to know.
That's
Mm.
right. I have had the joy of scouting out information discreetly
How would
because
you do that?
so you basically, if there's a spouse who you can get the information from, a family member or a friend or a coworker someone who has had a lot of interaction with the person and knows, what they like. And yeah, that's just
That's
something that I really enjoy doing.
Oh, that's great. Now, do you only deal within the city, or is there things that you could work and send off to other cities? How does that work?
So currently I only operate within the city. But that is absolutely an avenue to explore and to pursue, to be able to arrange for things to be done in other cities as well.
Okay, nice. Let me see. And a consultation, when they talk with you, either it be for the staging or floral design or for event decor, how long could that take? Is it just over the phone for 10 minutes? Is it in person for 3 hours?
Never 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Maybe like, okay, just to let you know that I want to do this, and then we will have a discussion. So some of it takes place over the phone, but especially if it's an event decorating, I absolutely like it to be in person, to be able to visit the hall and get specifications, because being in the space takes on a totally different view. And I find for myself that it works a whole lot better if I am able to see the actual space, in terms of event decorating. In terms of floral arrangements, I can either send samples of my work to someone, whether by text or email. And also, the person has the opportunity to send me a sample via those same means as well, or WhatsApp, of what they would like.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. That's definitely good to know. Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much, Bernadette, for spending this time and sharing with us your ability to have that vision and the fact that you're so great that it's word of mouth. And so you decided, well, I guess you do some promotion, but definitely the people should get in sooner so then they don't have to book 12 months in advance. They have a little bit of time, a little bit sooner than that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Bernadette, for all this information. I'm definitely certain that there's people who will benefit grandly when they actually have a chance to work with you. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I am really excited about it, and I can't thank you enough.
My pleasure. Okay. Bye.
Hey, bye bye.